False Timeline Episode 2 and 3. When Sophie saw herself lying on the ground due to a car accident, she felt a sharp pain in her head and lost consciousness on the spot. After the incident, the police could not explain why there were two of them. It became a mystery. Am I from another parallel universe? Sophie sometimes asked this question herself. The scene comes back to the cafe shop. They've completed their plan and Sophie also went back to her body. Sophie went to them and said hi to them. Charlie is the first one to talk to Sophie. Hey, what's up? Sophie turned to Luke and asked, Are you Luke? Yeah, I'm Luke. How do you know me? Luke felt surprised. Luke, could we talk privately? Luke couldn't believe that such a beautiful and cute girl wanted to just talk to him. His friends all were curious why Luke knew Sophie. What's their relationship? Charlie really wanted to know and just paid attention to them. Sophie doesn't want to tell him her name, so just told Luke her name is Sue. Sophie told Luke, You don't know me, but I know you and I know about your plans. It's about future photos. What? You know about our plans and the future photos? How? Luke couldn't believe she knew the plan. Sophie released some information that she just heard from their conversation. Luke, let me join you. I will keep the secret about the future pictures. And I won't take anything. Sophie was interested in their actions and really wanted to join them. Luke continued to ask how she knew the plan and doubted she was eavesdropping on their conversation. Sophie felt angry when she heard the word eavesdropping. I'm sitting indoors and you're sitting outside. How could eavesdrop? Instead, you've been staring at me, I know what you were doing. Sophie told Luke. Luke suddenly became wordless. Sophie asked the same question again. Well, let me join you. You can tell them I was your childhood friend. I'm just curious about the future photos. Are they really from the future? Luke explained this mission of tonight's action. We are from the martial arts club and are able to deal with danger. I am worried about your safety. Luke eventually accepted Sophie's request and introduced her to his friends. At night, Luke drove them to the alley that was in the photo. This is a more remote part of the city, and it is very dark at night. A few minutes after 8 o'clock, there were eager footsteps in the alley. There is also the sound of sirens from police cars in the distance. Several people are walking in the alley. At 8:15 o'clock, there were no more figures in the alley. Charlie and the others hurried to get the box. Sophie and Luke just stayed in the car to wait for them to come back. They were planning to leave immediately after getting the box. Why are you staring at me? Is there something on my face? Sophie asked. Luke explained, I'm wondering why you want to join us. What is your relationship with Angel? Do you think I know your plans because of Angel? Of course not. At this moment, Sophie's cell phone rang. Sophie's sister called her to tell her not to go home tonight because she was late and they will lock the door and won't wait for her. Sophie felt sad when getting this call. She felt they are not her real family and no one really cares about her. Luke can tell Sophie got into some trouble and said, What's wrong? Is your family angry? Don't worry. You can come and stay with us for one night. We have an extra guest room. Suddenly, Sophie felt something was wrong. It seems that something is wrong in the back. Sophie decided to check the back with her soul, so told Luke she was tired and going to take a nap for a while. At the same time, Charlie and others were wearing masks and sunglasses and quickly rushed into the car. They got the box they wanted. They can tell the contents of the box collide with each other and are not quite like a box full of bills. When they just tried to open the box, Sophie woke up and tried to stop them. Don't open the box. Drive the car. Get out of here immediately. Sophie yelled. There was a giant monster following them. They drove very fast and tried to escape the current scene. However, no one could see anything but only Sophie did. Henry also can see invisible things with his psychic eye, so they asked him to use it to check the environment. When Henry opened his psychic eye, he saw a big monster that looked like a giant black fog. The big monster was following them. Sophie explained to them, the monster is not following them, and actually he is following the box because the box is releasing energy. Charlie immediately caught Sophie's point and asked Henry to use a magic seal to block the energy leaking. Who are you guys? What is a magic seal? Sophie asked Luke and Luke said he will give an explanation later. Then, the big monster stopped following them and they became safe now. After a long run, they were finally back at their place. Their roommate, Tina, asked, "Is this the stuff you got tonight?" Henry said, "Tina, don't touch it. The contents of the box may have been tracked." Tina was smiling and looked at Sophie and said, "The stuff I'm talking about is this beautiful lady." They were starting to talk about Sophie and introduce her to Tina. At this moment, Charlie just brought everyone back to the main topic. Don't waste time. Let's open the box. Henry continued to say, "Don't take out the items from the box. The magic seal only cover the box." When they opened the box, they saw a candle, a red glow rock and a big stack of money. They all were shocked. Tina recognized the stone and said, "My goodness. This is an energy crystal." Sophie couldn't wait anymore and asked, "Luke, what is an energy crystal? You said you would explain this to me. You guys seem to have strange abilities. Who are you guys?" Luke started to explain everything to her. "In our university, we are in different departments. We only know each other after participating in the martial arts club. Behind this club, it is supported by Lance Academy. Lance Academy is a special organization. It has martial arts clubs in various universities, specializing in recruiting potential talents to train. Students will be screened for candidates who can learn magic arts. To perform secret magic, it needs to consume super energy. This energy comes from this energy crystal." After a detailed explanation, Luke mentioned, "We have to go to the academy tomorrow, and ask the elders to check this crystal." Sophie couldn't believe that all of them are having superpower and she really wants to know more details about Lance Academy.